Hey guys, today's video is going to be just me playing with some products finally in my setup. Hope you guys like it. Hope it looks good. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and checking me out. And if you want to go ahead and get ready with me, then just keep on watching. I already did my eyebrows. I've been using the same eyebrow pencils for a while, but I don't know, I felt like today I struggled a little bit more with them. I don't know, they ended up being like a lot more bushy, and they're definitely not twins right now. I don't even think they're sisters. I only have really one new thing. It's this Urban Decay Born to Run palette. It's been on sale for a little bit. It's like 40% off, I believe. This is what it looks like. You guys have seen this everywhere, I'm sure. It's super, super beautiful. Nicole Cutler and many other people that I watch on YouTube have been talking about this palette non-stop ever since it came out. So when I saw it was on sale, thought I have to go ahead and give it a shot. The packaging is really heavy and sturdy on this, which I don't know why, but I just thought it was cardboard packaging. But no, this is like plastic heavy packaging. Of course, you can see the mirror is really nice. You get 21 eyeshadows, and something that's cool that I didn't know until I got it. This is what the inside of the box looks like, which is just a cool, nice little touch. I never keep the box, so I just want to zoom in and start on the eyes. I'm gonna prime my lids with the Smashbox lid primer in light. I really want to try the CoverGirl lid primer just because I would like to find a drugstore one that works well for me. As you can probably tell, I'm a good bit tanner than I was before. I did go to Panama City Beach. I didn't get sunburnt at all, but I do feel like the sun just dried out my skin. That's why my eyelids look kind of like crusty. So got these per Juicy Jazz's recommendation. These are the e.l.f. eye tapes. So I thought I would give them a try. She cuts hers in half. So that's what I'm gonna do. I kind of feel like that tape that you use when you're taping up a bandage. They kind of feel a little bit like that, just a little less flimsy, but they're definitely more comfortable than just regular tape. These were only $2 and you get 40 of them, and if you're cutting them in half, obviously you're getting 80. I'm just gonna go in to the Urban Decay Born to Run palette, and I'm gonna take this shade right here called Breakaway and set my entire lids with that shade. There's not a whole lot of kick up in the pan, just a little bit from where I tap my brush off. It's really pigmented. Again, if it looks dry, it's just because my eyelids are a little dry right now. Now I'm gonna take a big fluffy brush. I'm gonna mix the shades Still Shot and Riff. I just wanna mix those two together for a transition shade, getting a lot of the pink. Oh wow, this is really pigmented. I don't know if I was expecting that. I think that this formula is probably better than some of their past formulas. That's just what I've heard from other people. I've never actually tried it, so I can't really say. So far these seem really pigmented and really blendable. I'm gonna take Hill Ride right here and put that below that first shade. I'm trying to step out of my comfort zone. It would be really easy for me to just do a warm look. I feel like everyone does warm looks. This may still be warm, but it'll be purple, so it'll be something a little bit different. I don't know why my camera stops recording pretty frequently. This whole time I've been trying to film, and it's very annoying. Still blending in that purple shade. Maybe I should try to do a cut crease. I like never do cut creases. I'm gonna mix the shades Punk and Jet and try to get a deeper color. Just put that in the outer V, just to deepen that up just a little bit more. I'm taking mostly the brown shade and just a barely little bit of the black, just because I don't want it to be all black. So far, so good. I'm gonna take a little precise brush, a brush like this, and I'm gonna take some concealer and cut my crease. I'm gonna take this Flower Beauty Light Illusion concealer in the shade Light Medium. I used this all on vacation because once I got a tan, it was a good shade for me for highlighting. When I'm not tan, it's a little too dark for highlighting, but the shade Light is really light, so I don't think they have any shades in between last time I checked. So I am not the best at cut creases, but I'm just gonna do my best. I'm gonna go into the shade Wonderlust, this one right here, the green. I'll put that all over where I put the concealer. That is so pretty. Okay, I know it looks really messy right now, but don't worry, we're gonna fix it. I go back with the same brush that I used for the outer V. I'm not adding any extra product yet. I'm just blending out those edges so that everything is more seamless. And then going in with the brush that I used for the second shade underneath the transition, I'm just gonna buff this out. I wanted a cut crease, but I didn't want it to be super, super harsh. I feel like I don't know if I like the way this looks. I'm just not so sure that a cut crease complements my eye shape very well. I kind of feel like it doesn't. I'm not super in love with how this looks right now. Maybe things will step up here shortly. I'm gonna take smog on my finger and then just put that in like the inner corner. I just want it to blend into the green. I'm gonna go back into this shade right here and blend edges a little bit. I'm not seeing a whole lot of that color anymore. I'm gonna go back into this combo right here and blend out the edges a little bit. I'm like barely doing this at all, barely. I'm just gonna touch up the outer V and deepen it up just a little bit more. We're gonna add some liner to this to try to help the situation. So I'm gonna take this NYX matte liquid liner in the shade black and just line. Oh, it's all chunky. Oh, is this expired? I'm gonna use this Kat Von D tattoo liner in the shade Trooper. Ooh. Well, they're not perfect, but they don't look bad. I really like these e.l.f. eye tapes. They did not pull or anything in my eyes. Definitely think the liner is making this look better. For the face, I'm gonna first take my Mario Badescu facial spray with lavender in it and just spray my face. And then I'm gonna take, of course, my Soap & Glory One Heck of a Blot primer and put that on my T-zone. I think those are the only primers I'm going to use today. A lot of times I'll go in with another primer, but sometimes if I put too many primers on my face, I feel like it's really harsh on my skin, especially like my under eye area. Sometimes I'll feel like almost burning. I don't know. I pulled a couple different foundations. I think I'm going to go in with this LA Girl Pro Matte HD Longwear Foundation. I have the shade Soft Honey. It's still not the right shade for me, even with my tan, so I'm going to mix some of the regular Pro Coverage foundation in with it, the white. I did get this shirt from Panama City, obviously, and it was like only like, I think it was $13. It's comfort colors. So when I saw they had some really inexpensive comfort colors, just because I love how comfortable they are, I was like, well, I better get it. You know, actually it's a pretty good match in person. It looks like my neck's a lot darker, but I feel like it's just the shadow. I think I'm gonna order a better reflector. I mean, I made one of my own and it was fine, but it just gets really dingy really quick. And they're really inexpensive on Amazon if you get like the Amazon Basics one. So I go in with my Flower Beauty Light Illusion Concealer in the shade Light Medium. Next time we go down to the beach, I think I wanna like save up money and go parasailing. It's really not even that expensive for one person. Andrew doesn't want to do it because he's not big on heights. If you've been watching me for a while, you know I went skydiving, so that doesn't bother me. It just looks super fun. Every time I go to the beach and I see people doing it, I always think that I want to try it. The only thing about Panama City, I will say, food options are kind of all really expensive unless you want to eat like a fast food chain. And even that, the area we were in, there wasn't a really big option for that, honestly. So I'm gonna try to use my Milani Make It Last translucent banana powder. It was a little too dark for me when I first bought it. Maybe it's not, I don't know, it just looks so dark in the thing. It's supposedly translucent, so I'm just gonna take a little bit of it. I'm not gonna bake with this because I'm already really, really matte. And I'm just gonna set my under eyes with it. It's not too bad now. So maybe this powder is just better for me when I'm tan. I used the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Foundation pretty much the whole time I was on vacation. I don't really know if the Makeup Revolution one has SPF in it, but it's so full coverage. I didn't get quite as dark on my face as I did on my body because I was wearing foundation. Just take a big fluffy brush and set the rest of my face with this powder. When I was on vacation, of course, I took my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, but I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna use the Pretty Vulgar Bronze to be Sunkissed Snitched bronzer. What I have been loving is using this huge full powder brush from Eco Tools to apply my bronzer. It just makes it look so natural and like effortless because it's just not as precise. I'm not trying to contour or anything. And this pretty Vulgar bronzer, I feel like you don't have to use much of it. It goes a pretty long way. It just looks really natural. Across my nose and then a little bit in the chin. And for blush, I'm gonna go into this Vegas Day by Lamia blush palette. It doesn't have a name really, but this is what it looks like. I got it from TJ Maxx. I don't really reach for it very much, so I wanted to go back into it and see if, you know, I'm really into it or not, because if I'm not into it, I'll just give it away to a friend. But I'm gonna mix the In the Sun and Peach Princess together, getting more of the In the Sun shade. Ooh, okay, that was really pigmented. Let me wipe my brush off. I think there's some other blush on there as well. They're really, really powdery, so it doesn't take much, and then they come off really pigmented. Now my cheeks don't look even. I'm gonna take this brush and try to blend that out. Okay, I think we're even. Would you guys believe I forgot to take a highlighting brush on vacation? So I ended up using a fluffy eyeshadow brush, which was fine. I mean, it worked, no big deal, but I was just like, really? I'm gonna take this Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder in the shade Summer Haze. This is such a beautiful highlight. It's a loose highlighter, something I never thought I would care about. It has little glitters in it, but they just don't translate on the face. It just doesn't take much. Like, I kind of just have been going into the cap just because I don't want to get too much. It's kind of matte right now. Yeah, that looks really nice. Take a little bit on my brow bone and the center of my face. It just looks so natural. Like, it never looks like it's too much, which is crazy. I'm gonna zoom in and I'm gonna finish up my lower lash line. I want to be able to play with a few more colors in this. Like I said, I don't know if this look is my favorite. I feel like I wish I'd just done more simple looks so I could have just gotten a feel for the palette more. I'm gonna take this shade Guilt Trip right here, this satin purple shade, push that up against my lower lash line with a really flat brush. I think I need to use a pencil brush. Okay, that's better. I'm just realizing that this isn't that much different than the look I did with the ColourPop Disney Villains palette. I've got purples and greens going on again. Blue or green that I used in that one? I don't remember. I'm gonna go back into this combo right here. Blow that out of my lower lash line, just to smoke out that purple. Oh no, it's kind of like crazy over here. I went a little crazy over here. I need to fix that. I'm not super happy with the eyes. Not happy with them at all. I thought that this was going to be more vibrant. It's not the shadows, because this is the color that's on my eyes. I just think I went for the wrong look today. I don't know. I'm definitely going to be playing with this palette way more. Let's go ahead and curl my lashes and add some mascara. I'm going to take some of this Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. This is a new tube. I've never even opened it. I was gonna pop on falsies, but I just feel like I don't like this look enough to even use falsies with it. Go in with a lip liner now. I'm gonna go in with the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Lip Pencil in Manic. I think I need to sharpen this. Oh boy. I'm gonna use this Palladio times Casey Holmes in the shade Georgia. So peachy. I don't know if this goes. I don't know, I always feel that way about these peachier shades. I always feel like I don't know if it looks right with it, but I don't think it looks too bad. Just to try to melt everything together, I'm gonna take the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. This is the completed look, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. This isn't my favorite look ever that I've done. I don't think it had anything to do with the palette. I think it's just the colors I chose and what I decided to do with them. I'm gonna play with it a little bit more and maybe use some more colors like this that are more my comfort zone and stuff. But thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Is there lipstick in my teeth?